The good old days, Mad Fran's bar in the centre of Leeds before lockdown. It's very different now, and the owner has put all 10 of his staff on furlough, and now he's worried about starting to pay for them again.
Obviously, staff numbers will need looking at, because ultimately you won't need as many staff. So that's when you're going to have serious job losses throughout the hospitality industry. And obviously there's millions of people employed within this sector, and that's a great worry.
In August, the government will still pay 80% of wages up to a cap of £2,500 a month. But to benefit, employers will have to start paying national insurance and any pension contributions again. In September, the government will go down to paying 70% of wages and employers will have to pay 10%. And from October, the government will pay 60%, the employer 20%.
In August, the way we've set up the scheme, we're only asking for a very modest contribution from employers, and actually in the first month around 40% of companies are likely not to have to make any contribution at all, so we'll have an extra bit of time to ease in. But I do think the principle is right, that at the end of a very generous 8-month scheme, that it's right that employers start to make a contribution alongside the taxpayer in paying their employees' wages.
There's no differentiation under the scheme for different sectors, so big manufacturers will be treated in the same way as maybe a restaurant. Smaller businesses especially may struggle to hang on to their employees.
You can see the point of view of an employer if they are not operating. Say, for example, they're an events company. There are no events. They know they have no events coming for the next 12 months. There is no money coming in. Therefore, they cannot pay employees. They are going to have to make them redundant and possibly close the business down completely.
A system of grants for the self-employed, due to come to an end next week, will also now be extended to the end of August. But even with an estimated £80 billion of government help, the old world of work still seems a long way off. Andy Bell, 5 News.